couple things, and we're going to set up this system. We've scouted out our tree that we're going to use, and I've scouted out the rock that I'm going to put into my bag so that I can get it up over the branch, one that's not too heavy but just right. First thing is, we're going to take out the big carabiner, and I'm going to hook it onto my food bag. Next, I'm going to take out my carabiners and anchor line, and I'm going to clip that on my belt so it's just handy for me to get to. Next, I'm going to pull out my line, and I usually pull out a little extra so that when I throw this over, if it snags up or whatever, I don't have a problem with it yanking the line out of my heel. And I open up my pouch, place in my rock in the outside pouch, which that's designed for, and then I make sure that the Velcro is closed. This is just protection for you so that the rock doesn't come out when you're throwing it. Now I'm ready to throw my bag up over my limb, and hopefully I'll get it in the first try. If not, it just takes a little practice. Bingo! Now I'm going to pull the excess line out. Just kind of coil it up at your feet. Tug. Alright, now we know where our bag's going to lie. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, with my bag, I'm going to use this to set the height and the pull on my system. So you actually need to add a little more weight to this so that it will slide up and down in the tree, but it's not so heavy that you can't get the system set up. So I've got another rock that I found, pretty good sized one, but it'll be good enough weight. It'll go into my bag. Now I'll use this to set my system up with in the beginning. Now you take your load line, and we're going to go set up our anchor. Okay, so I picked this tree for my anchor. One thing you want to, when you're looking for an anchor, you just want one that's fairly close to your branch that you're hanging from. I usually try to get it off the ground a little ways so that if there's animals walking underneath, they don't get all snagged up into the line. So I'm going to take my anchor line, wrap it around my anchor point, and I use a very simple knot for this. It's just a square knot. So you take your left side over the top of your right, go under, and now the right side is going over the left, and go under. Now, to help out with this, I put a little loop in the rope so that when I pull this tight, I still have my square knot, but it puts the tails on one side, and so that when after you get a load on this line, that it's not difficult to undo. You just pull on the loop line and the whole thing will come undone. And then you slide the knot out of the way so that you're not clipping to the knot. You just want regular line that you're clipping to. Take one of my carabiners and take the pulley off of there, hook the carabiner to my anchor line. Now the pulleys that you have are very good pulleys, because what's great about them is that they've split apart so you don't have to try and feed the rope through. So I'm going to take my load line, place the pulley in there, and then clip it into the carabiner. Now you're almost done. That's half of it right there. Now what I'm going to do is I got to set up the other part of my mechanical advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my line up in my bag to about the height that I want to hang it from. That looks good right there. That's why it's key to make sure you have just enough weight so that you can get it back down, but it's not too hard to pull up. So I've got the bag about where I want to hang it from. I grab the load line, grab overhand, just pull down. Just to make a loop, you put your hand in over on top, give a half a twist, grab the lower line, and pull it through. Now what you just made is a slip knot, a very simple knot, but when you're done with the system it comes out very easily. Take your other carabiner, hook it into the slip knot, pull it tight, take your other pulley, open it up, slip it into your line, and connect it into the carabiner. And that's it. Now your setup is done. Now you can hook up your food bag. I always take the rocks out because I don't want extra weight. Alright. Okay, now I'm just going to tie this off for the evening. I've got an anchor point here. I just wrap it around a few times, get some good friction, and tie it off. Now I usually take up whatever extra slack and I'll pick that up for the evening so that it's out of the way in case there's animals coming by, they're not tripping over all this extra cord. And there you have it. There's the system.